People follow the elections and are familiar with polling data. Is anybody into that? So they said that the average voter is a 47-year-old wife of a suburban machinist who lives in Dayton, Ohio. That's a cluster. Somebody went down. Somebody figured out what an average voter was and built a cluster. If you're doing marketing to a group of prospects, the why behind clustering is that you want to get a better understanding and tailor your marketing messages and your offers and your welcome kits in different ways to different groups of individuals. One technique I like to do is I like to score my existing customers, create a model, and take that model score and apply it against a group of prospects. That works wonderfully in many different industries. Let's go back to modeling. So now I'm going to click on File, Open. We're going to open a brand new stream up. And where it says Look In, I'm going to click the down button. I'm going to go up a level. And I'm going to look for segmentation modeling right here. And I'm going to double click. And then I'm going to open up a segmentation modeling solution. In this example, we are segmenting out different vehicles we have on a dealer's lot. We've got 50 types of vehicles, trucks, light trucks, heavy trucks, small, big cars with various levels of horsepower, various engine capacities, and we want to segment out these from a product perspective. By the way, I would highlight this and get rid of it, and highlight this table and get rid of it. And see this node, highlight that, get rid of it, and highlight this one.
Make that.
To take a look at the data, we would highlight this, double click, and preview it to look at the car data we have. So we've got 50 different types of cars. So we can see various levels of imported and foreign car. We have engine capacity, we go wheelbase, width and length, curb weight, miles per gallon, and fuel capacity. Right. This is a natural clustering exercise. Somebody who comes in to buy a light truck is probably not going to be the same buyer as somebody who buys a recently released version of a BMW. There are two different kinds of buyers.
Are the field names limited to 8 characters, or is that just in here?
There's no limit to the field name width. It can be as long as you need.
What does this sales and resale here means?
Sales and resale is actually a dollar amount in thousands of dollars, I believe.
By the price?
Yeah. So 16.92, I believe, is $16,000. So I think that makes sense because I think the BMWs list for,
Then there's a price on
you know, some of these don't make a lot of sense, so I'm not exactly sure what they represent. So now, this type node, if we open this up, let's double click it. Let's highlight this. There should be data filled in for this type node, meaning it's been cached properly. Okay. If you're wondering about how to do caching, hit this X, right click, hit cache enable. And every time you run this, the data will be loaded at this point in the data stream. That way you don't have to reach all the way back to the original data. It saves on runtime. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Modeling tab. I'm going to build a cluster now automatically. I'm going to go to the Automated section down here. And 1, 2, 3 from the left is the Auto Cluster node. And it allows the creation of cluster models. If I double click and open this up, I hit the Expert tab, it creates 3 different types of cluster models side by side. There's a 4th type of clustering which is not represented here called anomaly detection, but that is more geared towards figuring out outliers in a population. That's more important for things like fraud detection, network intrusion, any kind of anomalous behavior that's occurring. Probably less appropriate here because we don't care about outlier models, we're just doing broad classifications. If I run this by hitting the Run button, note how this turned green, which means it was cached or recached at this point, and it builds this nugget. I'm going to open up this nugget, and we're going to look at the models that we built. So
Nugget means results?
Nugget means results. Nugget means an equation. It's usually a diamond. So you got it. You're good. You're good. Yeah. You're a little behind.
Yeah,
It's all
how
right.
do you get to that?
Go to automated,
Automated, oh, okay.
double click on auto clustering, third from the left.
Oh, okay.
You can hit the green arrow, by the way, at the top to
Oh, that
rerun it.
too?
And now open that nugget.
Oh,
Here, allow me. See this? When you highlight this arrow, see how it lit up? You want to reconnect it in, and then run this. Here, I'll show you. I think I'm going to keep increasing the fan.
Who?
Take a look at this, make sure it's set up correctly. Okay, I want to read values and attach this. Modeling, automated,